Satnam. Welcome to the Tuesday Tune-Up. My name is Marcia Mahandrajkar. Mahandrajkar means the great divine flow. My nobility and grace come from flowing with God's plan. And every spiritual name, right, is in the lineage of every single one of us. And don't we all have lessons to learn around flowing with God's plan? This summer holds some amazing energy. We went through quite a portal on the solstice. Did you feel it? This immense gift of light. And the summertime is about ease and grace. It's about a vacation. It's about having some fun. And whenever we have that on the earth, right, we always have the polarity. So while we are inviting in the summer of love, the polarity is our wounds and our hurt and our pain that need to be healed this summer. This year, the overarching energy in the Kundalini tribe is there's a way through any block. So here's our invitation to the summer of love. Have you had enough of this pain? And you can't make yourself bad or wrong for the pain. If you had a broken leg, would you beat yourself up for having a cast? No, but sometimes the wound creates another situation one more time of being abandoned or being tricked or not being seen. Or it's not okay to be you. One more time you have to take in, I'm not lovable. But don't you see, that's the wound speaking. It has never been true that you're abandoned. And it's never been true that you're not lovable. And in this summer of love, 2014, the promise from the cosmos and this dawning Aquarian age, we're 2 years into the cusp. Do you realize that? The cusp is gone. What I mean is we're not teetering back and forth between Piscean and Aquarius. We're not teetering as much between 3D density and 5D expansion. You must sense by now that it's all your choice. What do you see? What do you see right now? So we are in it together, and I, like you, have created this and participated in this interesting show of emotions between somebody in my life that one more time I'm getting this old wound that, Marcia, if you don't do exactly what I want, I don't love you anymore. That's how it feels to me, right? I've done this so many times. What I have learned is what causes it is huge compromises with the integrity of my love. And then there comes a point when it hurts so bad that I have to say, I can't cross that line. It's a line that is a bridge to God. It's a place where I always live, and so do you. We have thought our soul and our love is negotiable, but it really never has been. And the more we come into this love and being authentic, we have to be willing right away up front to be who we are and say, you know, this I can do, you know, that I can't because of whatever. Maybe it's a job, maybe it's an organization you're with, maybe it's you can't drink or eat that, you know. It's the weirdest thing sometimes, right, that could separate us out. But I'm telling you this summer, if we don't buy into being separate and we ask, what would love do? You know, love is not how do I make you comfortable, right? If you look at the great avatars, you know, you would think, okay, like here's a good example. You know me. I love old Jesus, right? He's the Son of God and he knew it. Well, why didn't God, or why didn't the power in Christ step in and say, I'm not going to go hang myself on that cross? He did it because the overarching truth was these people needed to be uncomfortable. They needed to know that they would kill the Christ. There was a bigger thing that needed to happen so resurrection could happen. This is the same thing in relationships. Sometimes when you hold true and you expect somebody to be the power of their soul, their ego kicks and screams and fights and makes you a bad guy. But you don't buckle. And here's why. Because the resurrection, the rebirth of them and of you will not be possible unless you hold this space of love for healing and you're willing to go through the pain. This summer, 2 days ago, Cryon went into retrograde till November. It's all about going back through all the wounds and pain, not only this lifetime, but probably lifetimes. You've had a story around, for me, abandonment. If I am not a good girl, you leave. Now, you're like me. We've probably had a freaking boatload of experiences where we know that's not true, and then we hold on to right here, right? You know me. This relationship I have with you shows me this ain't true. This amazing 22 years of wedded bliss, it really is, of me being seen by Bahandraj Singh, me standing up for the goddess that I am, and he just loves me no matter what. That is a mirror of how much I love me. I want you to look in your life right now. Look at all the mirrors that are showing you, God, you must love you. So that is the promise. That's where we're going this summer. What we're going to let go of is going to that default when things feel a little uncomfortable, when somebody tries to control you or makes it wrong for you having a different opinion. You're going to elevate your consciousness into a place where there's a way through any block. And it doesn't mean that you give, and it doesn't mean that they give. Sometimes you have to get to that point where if we're going to have peace on earth, we're going to have a zone where we agree to disagree. Why do you know, I know after 22 years of marriage, look, there are deals that are made. And there are zones where Tony and I say, you know what, we don't line up completely right here. But you know what? We have faith in the big love. And the big love is, I'll love you no matter what, and I trust you. So the details sometimes get a little murky, but we trust where we're going. And as humanity right now, as we go through this summer and we clear the blocks of our pain, together we must trust where we're going. That it's safe to not always get what you want, and it is safe to disagree. And what you do in that is you don't decide. You just hold them, and you hold you. And you let God and love and this amazing journey work it out. It's getting worked out. Place your hands on your heart and your mind. Breathe into this mantra. Give yourself a break. Breathe into the sun and the earth, the gurus on high, and your angels. And see yourself healed. Love your mind and love your heart. Feel the healing of your soul and breathe in to this summer of love, and chant with me. Ramadasa Sa Se Soham Ramadasa Sa Se Soham. Let's enjoy it, this summer of love, this healing beyond healings. More messages as we continue this summer. We're getting ready for that 5-day Kundalini intensive. We will remove the blocks and heal what needs to be healed and awaken in a way that we can't even imagine. I love you. Grateful beyond for you. Sat Nam. Mwah.